What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we've got the weekly reset this Tuesday, the 6th of February. And so for D2 this week, we have the second weekly quest for Riven's Wishes, plus there'll be some activity changes for the game this week, so we'll have a quick mention of those, but then we get the Eververse refresh, and we'll cover vendors like Banshee and Ada 1, as well as key rewards, all of the unlocks that are focusable this week, farmable exotics, featured lost sectors, and plenty more in the video. So as always guys, I hope this one is useful, and if you enjoy it, be sure to get subscribed for more D2 content, but without further delay, let's dive into it. And a quick mention for activity stuff right here, which is worth making, but Bungie have said, starting on February 6th, they'll be increasing the Wishing Glass shard drop rates from defeating enemies in the coil to make hitting Platinum more achievable. So if you're chasing Platinum runs in the coil, those will be easier to do now. Otherwise, for patch changes today from update 7341, in general for seasonal activities, they reduced the completion criteria for the rolled stats seasonal triumph. On top of that, for Starcross, they fixed an issue where players could damage the boss through the glass wall of the arena. Bungie have fixed this like 3 times, so I guess we'll see if it's a thing. But for gameplay and investment for armor, they fixed an issue where the blast radius mod would grant armor charge on non-enemy takedowns, so that's no longer a thing. Then for weapons, they fixed an issue to the reloading rocket launchers, and they now correctly appear on the inspection screen. On top of that, another issue where newly acquired Dreaming City weapons were not progressing the Dreaming City badge. And in general, they resolved an issue where Twitch bounties would erroneously indicate that a reward cannot be claimed when none is available, or can be claimed, sorry, when none is available. So just a few fixes there in the patch notes, and give us any thoughts you have below. And now as we get into the gameplay stuff for the week, it's worth keeping in mind we do have double Nightfall rewards, so that's a useful one to take advantage of, with the Azumi Sniper dropping from Nightfalls this week. And yes, there are also bonus Vanguard ranks there as well, so enjoy that. There's also a Lunar New Year bundle now available, as well as free Bright Dust, inside of the Eververse store, so we'll check in on that in just a moment. But otherwise, if you're after Riven's Wishes number 2, you can speak with Marasov in the Helm, and we'll be able to go off collecting a bunch of Ascendant chests inside of the Dreaming City this week in order to pick up some rewards from that one. So let us know if that's something you're interested in down in the comment section. And then for the Eververse inventory this week, we can see that Lunar New Year celebration bundle available on the front page. These are the silver items, but also we do have the New Year gift, which is a package of Bright Dust right there. We can see 880 Bright Dust is what I got, so probably something worth grabbing. But for items available on the front page right here for the week, we have the Festive Sparks exotic emote, which is 3,250 Bright Dust, so a kind of cool one to maybe pick up right there. Additionally though, for 1,250 Bright Dust, we've got the Pale Rider ornament for the 4th Horseman available this week, so that's a pretty cool one if you haven't picked it up previously. And then moving on, we've got the Inflorescence Transman effect from this season, which is 450 Bright Dust right there. And finally on the front page, for shaders, we've got the Circadian Chill initially. Always, these are available for 300 Bright Dust. On top of that though, there is the Hazard Pay shader available on the front page as well. But moving over to the second page of Bright Dust items, this week we've got the Origami Crane available for 3,250 Bright Dust, so we'll have a quick preview of that one right there. Additionally though, there is the Jubilant Decree legendary emote, which is available too, a rather interesting looking thing from the 30th anniversary pack for 700 Bright Dust. And then we've got the Arcade Shell exotic ghost, which is 2,850 Bright Dust, a pretty cool one from this season available there. And then there is the Cosmos Light Beam available here for 2,000 Bright Dust, a ship from back in Season of the Splicer, I believe. And then we have the Out of Dodge exotic Sparrow, which is 2,500 Bright Dust in the store this week as well. It looks also like we'll get exotic ornaments for all classes available in the store. For the Titan right here, we've got the Aurora Sacrifice available this week. These are going to be up for 1,500 Bright Dust, so definitely check in with your various characters if you're interested in picking up any of these this week. But then there is the Lunar Tiger projection available for 1,500 Bright Dust right there. And finally, for the second page of shaders, we've got the Calco's Finery, once again right here, which is 300 Bright Dust. Then there is the Grayscale Undergrowth, which has come up quite a few times, but kind of nice one on certain armor sets. And then the Empirical Imperative, available from back in Season of the Seraph, which is an interesting one as well. But finally, there is the Gamekeeper from last season, available this week. Once again, all of these are 300 Bright Dust. But finally, we have the Taken Arrival Transman effect. This is 450 Bright Dust. On top of that, there is the Cabal Shield Breaker, one that's been in the store many times right there. And finally, the Stasis entrance is also available this week. So Let us know if you plan to pick anything up from the store in the comment section. And for the final couple of vendors right here, over at Banshee for the moment, we've got the Whispering Slab with Killing Wind and Unrelenting. There's also the Cartesian Coordinate with Feeding Frenzy and Vorpal Weapon, which isn't too bad. But then there's the Annual Skate, which has got Surplus and Opening Shot, the Ogma PR6 with Perpetual Motion 1 for all, and finally, the Palmera B with Surplus and Lasting Impression. Nothing absolutely mind-blowing there, but keep in mind, the weapons and rolls will change throughout the course of the week. And then finally, at Shader 1, she's got the old Tangled Shore set of armor, so if this is something you've been looking to add to collections, you can always go and grab that. But for the featured shaders, initially there is House of Mayrin from back in the Black Armory era, which is a pretty cool one available for 10,000 Glimmer. For the same cost, we've got Flowers of Io, the Worn variant, an old Io Destination shader there, and finally the new Monarchy Regalia, which does come up quite often, but of course you can visit Ada if you do need any of these. Up next though for some of the other rewards featured this week, firstly for the Nightfall weapon, this time around we've got the Izumi RR4 sniper rifle. And if that's one you're interested in, it's a good week because we do have double drops and bonus Vanguard ranks inside of the Nightfall. So with the Corrupted being the featured strike, it isn't necessarily the worst in terms of Grandmasters anyway, but let us know down below if you plan to dive in and farm for the Izumi this week. Otherwise though, Presage is featured as the exotic mission, and that means Dead Man's Tale and Season of the Haunted weapons can be farmed in that activity. And then over to the raid and dungeons, firstly, we've got Vault of Glass, and so Vex Mythoclast as well as all of the legendary rewards from VOG are farmable this week. But on top of that, the Shattered Throne dungeon is featured as well. On to our final activity mentions though, we've got the Lost Sectors for the week, and for today, Bunkery 15 on Europa is featured, dropping exotic legs. Then it'll move to Concealed Void on February 7th, dropping exotic arms, before shifting over to Neomuna with the Thrillerdrome on February 8th, which will be dropping exotic chest pieces. Then on February 9th, we'll see Gilded Precept on Neomuna dropping exotic helmets. Then it'll be EDZ with Scavenger's Den on February 10th, dropping exotic legs. Skydock on the EDZ on February 11th, dropping exotic arms, and finally, for the 12th of February, we'll see the Quarry feature dropping exotic chest pieces. So those are the Lost Sectors for the week, guys, and that pretty much rounds up everything worth knowing about Destiny 2 this reset. Otherwise, I'll keep you posted with more news on Thursday with the TWID, and any other updates that we get in between. So get subscribed, hit the notification bell, and I'll keep you up to date, but if you've enjoyed the video, a rating below very much helps us out, and let us know if you'll be playing the game this week, running Riven's Wishes, or farming anything else out. Otherwise though, as always, I very much appreciate you tuning in today, and whatever you get up to, I will catch you guys very soon.